Growing up, I'd always wanted acceptance and often struggled with not feeling good enough. I tried to make up for these feelings of inadequacy through achievements at school, and as I got older, I sought validation from men and turned to drugs and alcohol for comfort. This was the precursor to the circumstances that I found myself in about 3 years ago. I was a university dropout, my relationships of all kinds were failing all around me, and I was a single mom to a 6-month-old daughter, and I was addicted to prescription pain medication. Although I had been fairly functional up until this point, the card house I had built was about to come crashing down. I knew there had to be more to life than what I had been living. I decided to reach out to an old friend of mine who had also struggled with substance abuse. During that first week of my sobriety journey, my friend started talking to me about the good news of Christ's purpose on earth. And I started believing that Jesus was who my friend said he was. I can remember sitting down and praying, God, I know I'm not living right, but I believe that you sent your son Jesus Christ to die so that I could be set free from my sin. Jesus, I want to receive you into my heart now. And it was like a veil was lifted from my eyes in a lot of ways then. I wish I could tell you that that was the last of my struggles and that life has been just so easy since. But that's not the reality. The truth is that I struggled. And although I'd gotten free from the stronghold the prescription medication had on me, I still didn't know how to cope with myself. And so I continued to use drugs and alcohol and men. I ended up getting pregnant. I felt like I was barely holding it together, taking care of one child. How was I supposed to deal with this? The world said that I would be crazy to have this baby, and I was beginning to believe that. I was giving some serious thought to terminating the pregnancy. But the Lord was speaking to me, and time after time when I turned on my radio, I would somehow have the message for me that the thing I was considering was not God's will, and that He cherished all life, and that through Christ all things were possible. I was so scared about what people would say and think, but I wanted to follow the Lord. So I had to completely surrender myself and say, all right, Lord, if this is your will, you've got to help me because I can't do this. And He did, as I trusted in Him. In my weakness, He was made strong. Although we face hardships and struggles, God has a plan for us, and when He starts a work in our lives, He will complete it. I've learned that the Lord doesn't ever leave us or forsake us, not for 1 minute. There's not one thing that we go through that He doesn't know about, and He wants to lead us and direct us in all things. And all of that acceptance I was always searching for, it was given to me long before I was even born. He gave His life for mine, and all I had to do was receive it. And now I am complete in Christ, and He calls me His beloved child, and He tells me that He is well pleased.